There we go. Finally. Sorry about that. Stream problems. How you doing, everybody? Hey, Bill T. How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I had some stream problems there. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, it wasn't working, but we're here. Bill's the only one in the house right now. Anybody in the house? I know I was very busy today. Hey, Hockey News, how you doing? Hockey News Reports is in the house. Where is everybody today? Where's our hockey geeks? Everybody's all into the baseball trade deadline. Is that still going on? I heard Scherzer might be going to San Diego. Yeah. I heard Scherzer might be getting traded. I thought it was going to be the Dodgers. But I know my Jays picked up Barrios, so that was good. But I said I don't follow baseball that much, but I do watch the Jays. I do watch the Jays. Something I do while I'm studying hockey. I was too busy today. Like this weekend, I didn't even do a video, but I am working on one right now. I was thinking today we could do like our favorite breakout players for the NHL. I was thinking we could do something like that. I think I'm gonna put this on TikTok and see what happens. Why not? Think so? Let's TikTok this. Let's go live on TikTok. I don't know if you guys have TikTok, but we'll see if it works out all right. So anyways, yeah, I was thinking about favorite breakout players. So what would a breakout player be? A breakout player that usually is like a young player that hasn't really, that's going to jump up and do. I didn't put a title on my live. I should put a title on here so people know what I'm doing. Right? Right. How do you title this? Oh. Okay, how do I? There we go. Yeah, we could talk about that. Why not? Let's talk about that. Uh, let's talk about that. Like, what's that guy gonna do now, man? Evander Kane is pretty much done. Okay, forget about the fact that let's say it doesn't happen that he actually bet on games. If he does it, let's say it doesn't happen that he bet on his own games. Okay, I think he's fine. I think you're allowed to bet on games, but you're not allowed to bet on your own games. Like it's not like baseball. I think baseball you're not allowed to bet on games at all. I could be wrong. I don't even know what the legalities of that are. But probably, I think it's pretty likely that they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to find out if he bet on his own games anyway, so he might get away with it no matter what. But let's say that that's the case, okay? It goes through and they find out he didn't bet on his own games. The dude obviously has a gambling problem. Kane obviously has a gambling problem because he's going bankrupt, and he was making $7 million a year. Apparently, he was $47 million or something like that in debt. Like, so whoever he's going to get traded to, they're going to want to see that he's got to go to rehab or something. Hey, CL, how you doing? We're talking about Evander, Kane here getting traded. There are teams that may consider. I mean, you got to remember also the cap. He's getting like $7 million a year. Let me look it up here. He's getting $7 million, isn't he? And I mean, on the ice, you can't deny he's a damn good player. But his own, apparently, I wanted to look this up. Apparently, his own teammates again want him to be traded. Like, he has pissed off everybody everywhere he's gone, and they want him to be traded. I mean, who wants a guy like that? Who wants a guy where his own teammates? He's making $7 million now for the next 4 years, and he's 30 years old. I don't think Arizona doesn't want to pay anybody $7 million a year. Hey, how you doing? Yesem, and we're doing NHL hockey talk here. We're talking about Evander Kane, TikTok people, and the fact that, you know, his own players want him to be traded. I have a feeling that I mean, I think San Jose at this point is hoping that they can find a breach in the contract, and they can just, you know, X out of the contract. I mean, and if they prove that he did something illegal or against the NHL's rules system, that would certainly be the case. Like, they would be in their rights to do a breach of contract, and he'd be gone. In which case he could go to the KHL, which seems to take just about everybody. They're hoping that he actually did. Well, okay, I don't know what the rules are here. This is the thing I didn't know. What are the rules? Are you allowed to gamble on other games other than your own games? Are you allowed to gamble on your own, you know, rules for players? Let's look that up. Okay, here's some. Gambling in the NHL. Okay, and here's the other thing. here's the other thing. Is he allowed to even gamble in San Jose? Doesn't tell you. I can't find anything where it tells you what the rules are for players in gambling in the NHL. But the other thing would be, what's the rules for gambling in San? Is it even legal to gamble in San Jose? Because he would have been using a gambling app. Maybe, maybe that would be something. Like, he's got himself in a lot of hot water here. California, I'm pretty sure it's legal to gamble in California, though. Online gambling, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure it's legal to gamble in California. I mean, if he were to get traded, I have no idea. Like, even after all this is over, just the fact that apparently his own teammates. Let me look that up here, because I heard about that. I heard something about that. Story is, numerous Sharks teammates want Kane off the team. This is coming from Trade Talk. I'm not sure about this publication. Earlier this offseason, Frank Saravelli of the Daily Faceoff said he had reason to believe there was some tension between San Jose Sharks forward and a number of his teammates. And according to a new report, that seems to be the case. Kevin Kurtz, who is a writer for The Athletic and covers the Sharks, wrote a column on Tuesday morning saying that several teammates do not want Kane back on the team. Kurtz also mentioned that general manager Doug Wilson was looking to move the 30-year-old winger this offseason, but he appeared to have no suitors. This information comes just one day after NHL announced they are launching an investigation against Kane after his wife accused him of betting on NHL games, including his own while playing for the Sharks. Kane has gone on to deny these allegations while calling his ex-wife, it's not his wife, it's his ex-wife, mentally unwell. Whether or not the gambling story is proven to be true, there is no denying the fact that Kane has ruffled many feathers over his NHL career. This is true. Dustin Byfuglien was so agitated with Kane that he threw his tracksuit in the shower after a game. The unfortunate thing is, he's a great player, but he just pisses everybody off, man. Like, he's just annoying as heck. He's a very annoying player. Yeah, I'm sure. And I agree. See, I think they hope that he did gamble, but I also don't think they're going to come out with that. And now they're going to have to do something in this room. Like, it's come to a head now. When your own players are, like, how often does it ever come public that a player's own teammates, like, maybe there's teammates that are not fond of players on a team, but to basically allow it to come public that there are, there's obviously players out there that have said, hey, write this down. Don't tell me who it is. Don't tell anybody who I am or whatever. But I wanted to get out there that we do not want Kane back on this team. And I'm sure they've mentioned, they've all said it to the manager, and they've all said it to that. And I doubt it's only a few players here. This would be more like the leadership group, like Carlson, Couture, those kind of guys don't want you back on your team. Maybe you might want to look at yourself and think, I better change my ways of being here a little bit, because it's highly unlikely that anybody, I mean, I don't care how good of a player is, I don't think there's a general manager in the league that's going to trade for a player whose own players want him off the team. He had a short life in Buffalo. In Winnipeg, he had the same problem. There was, like I said, Bufflin, there was a huge or something that came out in public about him being just absolutely raged with the guy. And eventually they all wanted him out. And he must be like an arrogant jerk or something. Yeah, he surrounds himself with controversy. That's a good way of putting it, CL. I don't care how good of a player is. No team out there is going to want him. At this point, I think he would be KHL bound, man. And that's really too bad, because the guy's got a lot of freaking talent. 30 years old, still young enough. If he could just come to the rink and shut up, he could make himself $14, $28 million for the next whatever. Go get some help for your gambling problem. Maybe whatever, go get some psychological help, because that's usually, if somebody's like annoying people that much. We're talking about Kane, Evander Kane. I should write this down. I should put this down in here. Yeah, we're talking about Evander Kane, and there's no. Apparently, Wilson already tried to trade him, and it certainly didn't. It certainly didn't happen.